Judaism and Christianity in the Medieval Age. According to Joseph H. Cohen's The Valley of Tears, Jewish life in the medieval age was an unending series of tribulations. This is backed by many other historians who all agree that the medieval age has left a serious mark on Jewish memory. The Christians had a large effect on the Jewish people in those times, as even though the Jews were considered weak politically, socially, and as a religious force, Christians still saw them as a threat and blamed them for Jesus' death. In the 12th century, accusations of Jewish people blood libeling, which were accusations of Jewish people sacrificing Christian children during the Passover for blood, made the Christian population very uneasy with the Jewish people. This was brought back by the Nazis as propaganda during World War II. Another anti-Semitic idea that the Nazis stole from the 12th century was forcing Jews to walk around with a Star of David, so Christians knew to stay away. This made it so that they could segregate Jewish communities into ghettos, which remained in place in Europe until the 20th century. As trade began becoming more and more prominent in Europe, many Jews became wealthy through banking and money lending. With envy of their money and religious prejudice, many Jewish people were forced to leave their homes in England, France, Spain, Germany, Portugal, and the Papal States, leaving them homeless and gone from their communities. Some Jewish people were forced to convert to Christianity just to keep their homes. The Spanish Inquisition. The Spanish Inquisition was an institution created by the Church to combat heretics in Spain. The Christian Spaniards wanted religious unity in their country, and because of this, Jewish people became a target. Over the years in Spain, anti-Semitism had an effect on the Jewish population. In 1391, riots killed many Jewish people, and some were given a choice, baptism or death. If conversion was the path taken, most converts were still met with suspicion and prejudice, as born Christians still did not trust them. Some Jews continued their traditions after converting, and were seen as a threat to social order. The Inquisition was created to find out who these people were. The Inquisition not only found these Jewish people, but tortured and murdered them, along with Muslims and even people in other forms of Christianity. First Crusade. The First Crusade was called to take the Holy Land for the Christians and to kick the Muslims out. Sadly, the Christians didn't just dislike the Muslims, they also didn't like the Jews, and so two groups formed within the Crusades, both of which affected the Jewish. Christian preachers were one of the groups, and they demanded that the Jewish people give them money for provisions. The second group, however, was more dangerous. Large groups of peasants fighting for the church. These groups saw the Crusades as a way of destroying Jewish communities. In France and Germany, Crusaders massacred the Jewish population, attacking them in synagogues and even royal buildings. Papal Bulls. The Papal Bulls were decrees from the church surrounding the Jewish people. There were many created during the medieval age as the church's feelings toward the Jews changed from pope to pope. These letters were addressed to royalty, high members of the church, and sometimes the entire following of the church, often telling them the attitude towards the Jews these people should have. For example, the Psyche Judaeus, written in 1120, was written to protect the mistreated Jews after the First Crusade. It told Christians to stop killing, forcing conversion, and mistreating the Jews. However, when the time came for another crusade in around 1198, church higher-ups got a papal bull telling them that they didn't need to pay principal or interest on any of their debts to the Jews. Then, in 1205, one of the bulls accused Jews of usury, blasphemy, arrogance, enslaving Christians, and murder, without any evidence for the accusations. The king was called to stop these evils in France, and yet some popes later mention this problem while others don't. A papal bull was what forced Jews to wear Stars of David and pay tithe to a local church, which was written in 1218. Some popes even changed their mind about the Jews during their papacy, as Gregory IX first sought to help the Jews by condemning the attacks on them that were motivated by greed, and then 6 years later told kings to burn the Talmud and other Jewish books that were considered blasphemy. The Christian church was hard on the Jewish population, as they considered Judaism blasphemy and blamed the Jewish population for killing Jesus. The church was the major controlling power in the medieval age, so they had a strong grip on the Jewish people's lives. They made living very difficult for these people, causing them to fight to stay alive and continue their way of life. Anti-Semitism was and is still a problem, but it has gotten better since the church has started accepting Jewish people for who they are. Because of what happened, the Jewish people have a strong sense of community and pride, as they have made it through many hardships throughout the entirety of their religion's existence. Getting through the medieval age made the Jewish people stronger, both as people and as a faith, and that strength remains to this day.